Hi, I'm Susan Rogan and I'm the director of this business which is called Susan Rogan Family Care. We're a specialist recruitment agency that specialises in finding staff to work at home with families looking after their children, what's commonly called nannies, and we do everything from providing a babysitter for one day to providing permanent ongoing care for families. Most of our families would be working families who are looking for childcare for their children, which they either can't find suitable childcare in long day care or they prefer not to use it and prefer their child to be cared for at home. We do some government funded work as well, which gives us a wider range. Unfortunately, our government doesn't see having children cared for at home as an option for many families. Some families can access some funding for having their kids cared for at home, but most families can't. Unlike New Zealand, where this is an option for all families, and I think it's something that our government needs to look at, because families should have this as a choice, not be forced to have their children cared for away from their home. Susan Rogan has, as a brand and as an organisation, has always had good quality consultants and office staff that understand their needs, and we do operate at a very ethical basis, and I think that is what makes us different. The business started in '92. I'd previously had a career as a nurse and I'd worked with families as a maternal and child health nurse, and I had this idea that I'd like to run a nanny training program. So in '92, with no money and not really much of an idea of what I was doing, I launched into business and we ran the training for a number of years. That was great fun and it was successful, but it was difficult to maintain without any government funding. Since 2000 we've only done recruitment and placement, and that side of it's grown a great deal since then. I find rewarding the fact that I have established and built this business, and it's now got, I think, an excellent reputation. I believe we're the largest and most respected nanny agency, certainly of Victoria, if not Australia. That in itself is rewarding, working with great staff, working with a range of families, and often helping them find safe and loving care for their children, which makes it a lot easier for them to go back into the workforce. I think having a vision of where you wanted it to be and just being dogged and really sticking with it. There were many times in the first 5 years, which I understand is when a lot of small business fails, where I was very tempted to go flying back to working in a safe government job, but I just had a vision that this is what I could do and had to keep believing it and working towards it.